Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. So, I've designed a new ship, the Slayer, so called because it is about killing crew rather than ships. This ship has 2 improved pinch beams, which out of all the weapons in our arsenal are the weapons that kill the most crew per hit, and then 3 titanium shrapnel modules, increasing flotilla crew destruction by a considerable amount. I'm not exactly sure how these stack. Like, if I put multiples of these in the same flotilla, I'm not sure if they will all apply their bonus, but I figured, let's go heavy on it. These are small ships that are designed to be fleet fillers in the boarding party fleets. So these guys are not really about killing the enemy ships, they're about depleting the crew even more quickly. The boarding parties are probably going to still be the majority of the damage, and this means that we may end up killing some ships rather than taking them over, but I was advised that it probably would be helpful if we had some actual fighting capacity in the boarding party fleets, and I think that's probably a pretty good idea. So we have that in addition to our Drakkar design, which of course is completely absurd. We may end up not really playing with fighters and bombers that much this game. Totally could happen. And if it does, there's always next game. Because I definitely have the bug again. There's gonna be some more Endless Space, don't worry. So, we've gotten some diplomatic messages, sure. The United Empire is so hard to get along with. I don't know what is up with these guys. Okay. Also, we are now at 8 of 10 systems in our overpopulation thing, so we should probably go pick up Gistrad, right? We actually kind of need more antimatter more than anything else. Well, we still need Virak. Reach 60 approval in your empire and maintain it for 10 turns. We're not that far off. Oh, the other piece of advice I was given. Yeah, we should definitely do that. I almost always research eukaryotic sap very early in the game, so I wasn't really thinking about the fact that it's not finished yet. But it gives this Applied Happiness Program Empire Improvement just +5 approval on all planets instantly. It's not a building you have to build, it's just once you research this, you have +5 approval on every planet. So we're gonna slot this into the front of our research queue. That is definitely something we should have had by now. So yeah, if we get this done, and we only have to hold it for 4 more turns, then we'll get Virak. Virak has adamantium and antimatter. And then, yeah, I think probably we just take Gistrad. Right, I'm not looking toward... we could take Dobrynia, but it doesn't have any strategics. And it's a completely gas system. Like, yeah, I don't even want that. Let's get ourselves a little golden age on Gistrad. Is this a good adamantium source, actually? Yeah, it's an alright one. Is this the world we want to colonize first? That's the other question. Yeah, I suppose of the worlds that we can colonize, it has the best stats. We want to get access to ice planets, though. Unfortunately, I think eukaryotic sap is Arctic, not ice. Man, I love these little planet settling cinematics. There's so much about the visual design of this game that I just absolutely love. Oops, that's not what I meant. I meant scroll down in this window, but I mouse wheeled down and it backed us out of the system entirely. We definitely need this, and then barren, cold, sterile planets. Not exactly ideal for our buildings. Some factions like different kinds of planets. We are not well suited to these ones. Man, we have a lot of ships. Okay, let's make with the... Yeah, luxuries lottery is actually quite good. We have 4 luxury deposits here. Oh, but improving... Right, we're ecstatic already. That's why I hadn't done that yet. Okay, well, predictive logistics will be good for us. And we're working on tech. We're still 2 turns. We didn't even add a turn to the tech that's going to give us plus dust per citizen Yeah, we're working on fixing our economy so that we can afford to buy luxuries, so that we can afford to do luxury population boosts. Back to safety. There's going to be a big battle at Zubin. Zubin, what are you going to do? Well, 60 extra industry is probably a pretty good way to go. Yeah, so it's 25 approval, though. Well, 60 industry will help us get that 25 approval building a little faster, because right now it's going to be embarrassingly slow. Yeah, political survey is exactly what you would expect. Alright, so plus 5 approval means that we should be well north of the 70% threshold, which means we're working on this. This is going to be a problem, though. This is immediately going to be an issue with the UE. Well, let's see here. We'll get probe speed and vision range when we assimilate them, and it's kind of not even worth doing. Well, whatever. Maybe they don't have Pacific conversion yet. It is only turned 76. Okay, let's see here. So we've got 2 longships coming in. Got a carve ready to go. Zubin is blockaded. They're not getting out. Alright, let's merge our fleets up a little bit, though. Let's kick a longship out of this fleet, merge it into this fleet. Okay, the Unfallen and the Riftborn have glommed together. That's fine. These two may as well merge up. And then the third rash experiment can go after these guys, and I think should be massively successful in destroying them before their reinforcements show up, because they did not send their ships out at the right time. I attacked with the wrong fleet. I have the bold experiment selected. Well, whatever. It looks like we might still win. So energy weapons, projectile defenses. I don't know if I think we will win. Retreating will cost us a bunch of health. But it's better than the ships being killed. I'm very annoyed with myself for having... I was clicking around too much. I just didn't realize what I still had equipped. I really do think, though, that they should sort your fleets by command points, and higher should be higher. Do these guys have good... They have a good matchup against us, but their stats aren't actually that great. You know what? Let's roll close and see how bad this is. Right, because they want to be at medium range. Yeah, alright. We could also... No, we have to go close. The question is, do we want the damage bonus? Well, we don't have crit on these weapon modules, do we? Alright, let's do this. Oops. Completely missed fight. I do want to watch the battle, though. Okay, they chose to retreat. Bunch of cowards. I'm going to send this small fleet after them. We'll catch them at IC 4725 and we'll have at them. Alright, we're actually generating manpower again. That's good.
We hail your rational leadership.
Okay, these guys are relatively positive with us. Well, anyone who hates the UE is a friend of mine. Alright, scout ship is not detecting a lot of... They don't actually seem to have much of a navy right now. We may be able to just roll over here and crush them once we deal with these ships. This might be all they're currently running. That's pretty okay for us. So we should probably be building... Well, we're building important industry stuff. Once the industry stuff is finished, we should be building ships. Then we can port them to Zubin through Staterus' portal, and because we should get a couple of those new anti-crew ships, or a couple of those new, yeah, anti-crew. That's a reasonable description. You know what ships I'm talking about. Some of our cool new designs. Okay, I don't want to spend my attack until... Alright, I'm sure that they're not arriving. So this would be a time to attack, but the other guy fled the system already. Due to cowardice. Due to massive cowardice. Alright, the probe. Show me some of what is... Because you can see there's more stuff out there. Alright, and then they have... Yeah, we attack. Do I want to rebalance our battle tactics a little bit? Well, hold on. So we are on mostly short-range ships. The science scoops don't really matter because they don't really have weapons. So, yeah, we're mostly short-range ships. We're going to be going up against a fair number of... It's mostly projectile weapons. So our hull plating should be good. Actually, no, we don't need to change anything. Turtle should be great here. And it's the scoops that should be in this flotilla, right? Like, the middle flotilla being a scoop and a carve is maybe not great. Yeah, let's fiddle with this a little bit. Oh, but medium is good range for their ships, right? Yeah. You know what? If the scoops get blown up, we'll build more. But I do want our long ships in the close range fleets because they'll do the most damage there. So we'll run the scoops out to medium. All right. Good luck, guys. +2 crew killed per projectile hit on ships. So we've got a flotilla morale advantage because we outnumber them. Our ships are better than theirs, and our ships are relatively well suited to this fight, I think. I love this, like, this AR filter that you can apply to everything. So let's see how this goes. The fight in the background will be pretty much identical to this one. We can zoom really far in here and actually look at the... God. Good graphics. I mean, listen, I don't play strategy games because I'm a graphics dude, obviously, but these games have good graphics. Oh, actually, the fight over there is going... Yeah, that's where the other medium ship is. And this butcher is eating missile fire from the flotilla behind us, the scoop floats. But this is bad for them. Obviously, we are out damaging them considerably on both flotillas. Now over here, they just lost their support ship. Oops, that's the wrong direction to zoom. Yeah, we're not even really taking that much damage. And as far as I can tell, this is a considerable part of their currently existing navy, so this is bad for them. Also, we're going to get some good science here. $3,900 dust and 3,000 science. For comparison, that's more than we make in a turn from our entire empire. Ah, this is a good game. I'm having a really good time right now. The fact that the war stuff is so much better integrated into all of the non-war systems in Endless Space 2 is one of my favorite things about it. The fact that they figure, you know, we should try to make it so that you can do war alongside another strategy instead of there being such a harsh divide between you are warring or you are not warring, you know. Anyway, let's queue up another tech because our science rush is gonna kill this one. We need more money still, but maybe we should... No, we should research 3 things from this tier, because the whole point of coming over here was level 4 system developments. So, what are the things we want? Mobile cryogenics is a pretty good bonus. Plus 10% dust per friendly major faction. thing we can just build all over the place. That's not bad. We are able to maintain friendships pretty well with a couple of people. Big industry improvement plus troop damage, actually. Pick that one up. And then we probably ought to get, like, gamma absorption and crust engineering. Both of which are great. Actually, crust engineering maybe should be the first thing we get, because it improves our planetary industry specialization. Because we're going to want to be able to mine all of the strategics, obviously. Okay. What's the repair cost on this? It would be a lot. Several. Many dust. Is that a Craver civilian ship? I think it is. Get him. Alright. Well, that's buoying our economy up. So I'm still undecided. We may end up going for a military victory, or not a military, science victory yet. That might still be the thing. So let's make a couple of Drakkar. Okay, Drakkar only need 300 manpower. Here, we'll queue up one here, and we'll queue up one on Staterus next turn. Planetary siege weapons, you know? Okay, Gistrad still needs a lot of basic stuff. Unfortunately, this is a little awkward in terms of output. Yeah, man. Everything here being cold and sterile. A real bummer. Let's pick up this planet and then do Xeno-industrial infrastructure, because that way at least it'll be 20. So we'll have 2 planets. I don't think I want to rush anything. I think I want to hold my dust in case I need it for combat stuff. I'm going to pull our ship back, actually. Okay, cool. The Ogrossi's ready. Alright, the fleeing ships should arrive here any moment now. We shall have at them. They'll stand and fight, because retreat is suicide. If you're gonna die either way, you may as well do some damage, right? Man. Their ships do look neat. Alright, let's snap overhead. So yeah, this is, I expect, going to be pretty easy. Their systems are well suited to countering ours, but the numbers advantage, even when they were at full health, I think was in our favor, and now it's real bad. Ooh, hey. Check it out, bombers. Okay, never mind. Our weapon systems are capable of dealing with bombers. I had some requests to watch more of the battles, so we will probably do that even in situations where it's not strictly necessary, just because they're not very long and they are extremely cool looking. Alright, and then it turns out they have a civilian fleet. These poor guys, they cannot catch a break. Alright, what is this? This is just a butcher. I wonder if it'll run. Yeah. That's probably wise. I mean, it's not really, because they're just going to get caught here and killed, but they had to do something. If I accept this request, I will go to war against every other player. No, I'm sorry, I cannot do that. Okay, so 50 influence, and we've acquired a planet that is completely subsumed by the UE. Alright, great. I don't know if we can counter this, honestly. But it's nice to pick up an extra population bonus and more people and stuff. We might... it might be worth just ferrying the whole population off. Like, let's build the spaceport. It might be worth just bouncing from this system. As much as I like the strategics, I guess, you know, if they're going to take it, I'll make them take it. Is there any universe where we could push back their influence? Probably not, right? Now that we're completely consumed. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to pull this guy back off of the capital because I want him to be in a place where if he gets attacked, he can retreat safely. And over here in Staterus, let's make a Drakkar. We do need to start our trade company. Probably want to do it on Heka because Heka's in one of like the distant corners of our empire. Like Heka to Zubin or something would probably be okay. You want the ship staff to take a long path. Although, man, how do the portals work? Because if the portals shorten the route, that's actually bad for us. Trade ships probably don't use portals to set up their route. Do I want to run these ships out? Like, these are pretty bad ships numerically. I guess let's move them to Aerie. I'm thinking Virak is not long for our empire. You know what else we could do is move our faction quest forward slightly. That's a thing I could consider. Alright, remember, a big part of our approval issues is the fact that we have to run the Super Tax Act to stay fiscally solvent. So we can hopefully pull this back soon. I know we're in a pretty desperate state right now. This is responsible for 246 dust per turn. It actually wouldn't even be that bad to cut it. Maybe we should, because we have some other laws that could be more relevant, right? Lower ship costs. Oh, but this law costs no influence to keep running, and we're real negative on their influence. Yeah, we're winning a war, but we certainly have some other problems. So, given that we're pretty cool on incoming ships, do we just like move to Dakel or to Jaya? Probably to Dakel. Well, let's stay put and heal a little bit, I guess. We'll send our little scouting carve over to Dakel to make sure it's safe to approach. Our probes are doing good work. We should grab that probe ship and move it back to like here. We can probe this stuff. Alright. Yeah, we're discovering lots of anomalies. So what is this that we have here? Energy weapon projectile defense. Veteran level. But they're small protector ships, not a lot of offense. We can probably take them. Yep, just get close and let them have it with the bullets. That's kind of what I figured. Alright, so we have a pupa incoming. That's pretty much whatever. Let's kill this civilian ship. Oh, I was like, where'd my ships go? Oh, I had the wrong fleet selected. I am bad about that. For a second there, I had a dark moment. I had hovered over the sell these ships prompt at one point during the last turn. I was like, oh god, did I sell them? Is that what happened? No, I just moved them to a bad place that they don't need to be in because I'm a big idiot. Alright, you, fleet commander. Yeah, we just gotta get his level up. I'm really happy to see though that it is now the case that you can actually have a Oh, they're blockading me, that's why I stopped. Well, screw this, I'll attack that scout ship. You can now have a combat commander that actually gains levels. Oh, I didn't need to watch that. It used to be the case that if you wanted a guy to be a high level ship commander, he had to be a system governor for a while first. Get him! Are we getting him? We're basically getting him. Okay. And we knew how that was going to go. Yeah, 100 dust, 100 science, not bad. We are going to have to cut that military policy that's letting us get all the extra science on top of our scoops before too much longer, but it sure is paying out nicely while we have it. Oh yeah, I should like... Cygnus. Cygnus can make a couple of Slayers. Ooh, wow. They take a really long time, actually. Well, we could rush one, and then the other one will build, and then they'll finish the same turn as the two Drakars. Yeah, you know what? This seems like an okay time to do a rush. And Virak, the new system... Man, I don't even know. Get a portal, I suppose. Let's build drone networks, then the portal. Okay. Oh, you know, we can do System 3, or Level 3 system improvements. We should definitely look into that. Alright, I'm going to keep bolstering the scientists. Nothing we do is going to have any real effect on this election. Oh! The militarists were outvoted, or the militarists were voted over the scientists. That's not actually a bad thing. The scientist law that lets you research higher than your current tech level isn't something we were using very much because a lot of what we've been going for is tier unlocks. So actually this plus 15 approval per war on systems bill is probably going to help us more. Also, a lot of stuff is happening over here. We'll worry about it in a second. So what do we want to put in the other slot? We can put the Spoils of War Act back in. It popped out just because there were government changes. It's going to keep us negative, but I think it's worth it. It's awfully powerful. Alright, they have requested an alliance. We have been warred upon in a couple of locations here. Yep, gotta retreat. And gotta retreat. This is the cost of me having accidentally moved my combat fleet out for a minute there. Don't worry, we're back. Yep, bad war momentum. Okay, this should be very doable. Kind of what I figured. Okay, next turn we'll have all of our planet sieging tech available, and we will we'll head out there and do some damage. I'm annoyed by the fact that I did that, and it opened up an opportunity for them. Alright. So what else is up? This has ended. Discovered some clouds and whatever. We drove them off and got way less war momentum for making them retreat than they got for making us retreat. I assume it's because the status of the war is currently very much in our favor because we've been crushing their fleets all over the place. So here on Alcyone... Like I said, I think we want to make the trade company headquarters on Heka. Alcyone could build the Pulvis production, and that will be a lot of extra dust per turn. Alright, we're getting there. We no longer have ships in place to punish their retreaters, unfortunately. Alright. The Cravers are going to win the means of production quest. That's annoying.
What do you want?
Boy, I just don't have time for anybody's war. I barely have time for my own war. We got a lot of things going on over here. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to need some influence. Fortunately, we're about to build a trading company, so this is going to be pretty alright. Actually, is he a political leader? He is. He's the leader of the Scientist Party. Okay. So wait, you want me to join your alliance, go to war against half the galaxy? I mean, I'm already at war with Revenant, so... But with these other things... And also I have to give you a bunch of tech? Get out of here with this. Okay, I was not the first to unlock 40 technologies. And hey, more militarists. All right, hold on. We'll deal with hero recruitment in a second here. First things first. Let's gather up the new ships on Steteris. Form them into a fleet. And head out from here. Kill the civilian vessel. I don't know why they think it's okay for them to just truck stuff around in the war zone. I don't know why they're not attacking our Nars either, but I'm glad they're not. Alright, everybody will be back on Zubin soon. And then here on Zubin, it would be kind of cool if we could build, like, maybe a couple of Slayers. I'm just thinking that fleet still has holes in it. There could be more manpower. Yeah, we'll just start building these. What else? I guess there's not really a place to put the fourth probe here. Here, we'll shoot it down here, so it'll give us vision of Dobrynia a little bit, so we'll be able to see what ships are there. We've discovered the planet Psychagogia. This lushly forested world was once a major center of the Endless. Oddly, it was a center both of medical research and of entertainment, for it was here that the avian race called the Hisho were first modified to be more effective warriors, then trained to provide blood sport spectacles for bored audiences. The wealth brought by the broadcasts was rolled back into the research facilities, and some to the Hisho themselves. Who knows how long this media symbiosis might have gone on, had a virtual attack not destroyed the infrastructure, and cut the Hisho free to forge their own destiny. I mean, it's nice that they were kicking some of the money back to the Hisho, but even so, I bet that they were not, like, super jazzed about the Bloodsport thing. Alright, I guess, actually, let's run this guy back. I don't know that we're accomplishing a lot by having him scouting out here. What we've determined is that there are no meaningful ships out there. Virak is completely taken over. You don't have any things you can do left. So the question is, do we need another pilot? Should we maybe try to pick up a hero to serve as a militarist governor? I don't think we need another pilot, is what I'm thinking. We could certainly use Geniocrat. So you're a guardian, you're an overseer. An Imperial overseer. So Imperials are really good at, United Empire guys, really good at influence, which is something we could use. And as an overseer... Yeah, you know what? An Imperial overseer is actually totally a thing that I can make use of. Welcome to the team, Dominic Havanen. Where are we going to put him? You could go to Zubin and help build it up. Help us build stuff here. It has enough population that it would immediately benefit from him being present. So your hot and sterile worlds. Well, we could go like operations expert and rousing orator. he can help build this system up, and then once I feel a little bit more secure about it, maybe we can move him to someplace with more population, like Alcyone, so that he can really push influence for us. Oh, hey, we have unspecialized planets. Maybe those industrial zones. I'm not sure how this works. So we're about to complete cross-engineering, and our industry specialization will be upgraded. Will it automatically upgrade every place that's currently industrial zones to geo-industrial plants? Or will I have to do it manually? I do not know. Okay, and then all of these systems need stuff to do. And honestly, it's probably going to be pulvis production everywhere. No, you're perfectly happy. Actually, our approval levels are so high that maybe we don't need to worry about cutting the tax act. Oh, sure. Yeah, I should assign him. That's a fair point. Thank you, game. We'll go before they decide to attack. Alright. Well, we ended up not actually losing any ships to our major screw-up, but there certainly are some consequences. So, unfortunately, you can't even retrofit if you don't have, or you can't retrofit if the ships aren't healed yet. And we don't really have the dust to do major retrofitting, but these guys won't attack us. So hold on, let's deal with everything that might be pressing. Okay, that sure is something. Okay, this has come to an end, which is a shame. Estrad needs to do some other stuff. Well, it probably should. I guess we can go exoscience stations. They're cold worlds. They're good for science. Let's pop into a system that I know was specialized. Okay, yeah. Geo-industrial plants did just overwrite industrial zones everywhere. That's good. That's good. So, I think that's actually all of the stuff that needed to be dealt with immediately already. Okay, so let's pursue a retrofit here, and then deal with these guys. So their energy weapon, projectile defense. So we want energy weapons and energy defenses. We'll see how much we can afford to retrofit once we've actually made the changes. So I do like pinch beams in general. The versatility is cool. Man. And it's a lot of damage, though. Yeah, I think we're going to stick with our just trying to make it work strategy. Like, even when these things are not at optimal effectiveness, they're still close to the damage of the pinch beams. And they have a better crit chance, and yeah, we're doing this. So, is that all the changes I want to make? Yeah, I think so. Pretty simple. And then the carves also need to be updated. I am not, I think, in general, a high-risk, high-reward type player. Oh, wow, okay, the dust cost of the retrofits is very cheap. And actually, the science scoops aren't getting updated at all. We just can't retrofit this guy because we can't afford to heal him. Yeah. Alright, so we should be able to do this battle now. They'll probably just run. Let me make 1,000% sure I have the right ship selected. Actually, do I want to do this? You know what? Maybe hold on a second. Maybe we should go back and retrofit, outfit these guys with the pinch beams after all. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna try something here. So we're gonna update these carves to use pinch beams, pop them out, merge them into this fleet, and then we're gonna see if we can take over a ship here. Yeah, because these guys have no energy defenses currently. I guess, actually... Hold on. What defenses do we have on these ships? They need to be energy defenses right now, right? I apologize that I keep popping. I'm very forgetful. Okay, so yeah, we need energy defenses right now. Here, we'll keep splitting the difference, but we'll lean more heavily toward energy. And the Slayers as well. Well, the Slayers are already split and toward... Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, the cost for these small retrofits is relatively minor. Alright, let's do it. I think they'll probably run, but... So does it matter what range we're at all? It actually does not. So do we have... What do we have that would be, like, particularly effective here? Shield absorption would be nice. So let's put in power to shields over post-op analysis, maybe? Okay. Alright, power to shields. Let's do it. Let's see if they'll fight us. They'll probably run. Nope, they want to do it. Okay. This will be interesting. Oh, sorry. Let it finish going to overhead before I click free. So, do we have a manpower meter? Yes, we do, at the bottom. The Reaper's actually under manpower right now. So let's spin the camera around here. I do not know if there is a way to increase the movement speed of the camera. So here come the pods. And you can see the lasers hitting for -6, -4. This is... Oh, wow. Those do a lot of damage. We're probably going to end up killing the Reaper. Because the Butcher's going to attract all the attacks. The Reaper's taking quite a bit of actual damage. Okay, that's a small... That's a Slayer there. The Slayers are probably going to die a lot. That's kind of their deal. Oh, we did it! And the Reaper's just out of manpower, so the first boarding party that lands will take it over. Here they come. Oh, that feels good. It feels like we're onto something here. So we lost a ship. Oh, we still get the resources for them. Yeah, this this feels like it's maybe an actual strategy. How damaged are they? I mean, they're not in great shape, but... And obviously we can't retrofit them or anything, because I don't understand anything about how their hulls work. But, how their sort of frames. But they'll repair over time, and we are now... Oh, man. Are these guys... These guys are leaving the system, right? Yeah, they're not coming to us. How much damage did we sustain? The Carves ate most of it. The Drakars were barely hit at all. Obviously. Claim that civilian vessel. I feel pretty good about that. I'm really surprised that the rewards for destroying stuff... Like, I'm surprised we still get stuff. Okay, so the Cravers have taken over another system over here. It's another thing we gotta worry about, I guess. But we'll take out their home systems and we'll take the stragglers down afterward. So I feel comfortable advancing. Let's do that. Let's advance. We should probably get our Carves back. Man, we're pretty damaged. Alright. Alright, I'll pay the massive resource. The massive repair cost. Yeah, I bet you want a truce. They're gonna force it on us though, aren't they? Yep. Well, I don't have the influence. I don't have the influence to resist the big noise they're making in the galactic press about how they would love truce. Unfortunately, our people are not sufficiently committed to this war. The good news is, now that the militarists are in control of the Senate, we have some options here. I believe. I suppose we should go scout their empire if they'll let us. What else could I do with this scout? What else would be good? You know what? Let's have him go over here. I'm gonna scout into United Empire space instead. I think that's probably more relevant. All right. So the Jingoist Joy Bill gives you free war declarations, and I believe we can just immediately, like, can I immediately violate the truce, or how does this? Yeah.
The hive?
Huh. What happened to my free war declarations? I guess it doesn't work during truces? Maybe I'm not supposed to have this. I don't know. Hold on. We'll hit enter and we'll see what things look like. So let's make sure, yeah, we have stuff building, we have science researching. Things are going pretty well. I guess maybe I shouldn't have had this fleet bounce. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure this is the nose of the ship, right? This fleet is going away from us. But we do need to have people in place to defend Zubin. So I get the question really is, like, how comfortable do I feel sending the 5th Brazen experiment out? How worried am I that Zubin will be in trouble? Not worried enough not to do it. We're headed for Dakhel. Can I not issue? I want to amend your order. Oh, right, we don't actually have the ability to move in there because closed borders and we're not at war. Well, hold on. We'll figure it out. Okay, so they've arrived with 100 million ships.
Continued friendship with you brings peace to the heart.
Okay, they like that we're doing war. I'm not accepting this alliance. Okay, Smoking Gun has come to an end. Smoking Gun Part 2 triggers. And we just get 20 approval because of our honest policy, which is not even something that we need very badly. But I'm certainly not going to turn it down. So now we need to... We've established a headquarters for our trade company. We need to put up a subsidiary somewhere. Preferably in a place where, like, the fleet has to go through a lot of other locations to get there. I'm going to put it on Zubin, I think. Oh, how many turns is that? 3 turns? Yeah, 2 turns past the Slayer. That's fine. So if we were to declare war right now, we would be attacked by a lot of Craver ships. Maybe we want to give this a moment. But also, we would have the opportunity to steal another Reaper.
You dare contact the
So yeah, I can declare war out of the truce, but it's not free, despite what Jingoist Joy would suggest. That's a shame. Yeah, bummer, man. So I guess we actually are going to have to wait a little bit before we can do any more damage to them. Well, that'll give us time to heal up our stolen ships. We probably should start building more ships. We're going to need a defense fleet in addition to our attack fleets. But I guess it doesn't have to be this turn. Okay, hold on.
The Empire
Get back to
will
this. What?
not tolerate this.
Okay, never mind. What changed? I don't know. Okay, so we can absorb this carve that's here into the Brazen Experiment. No reason not to. Most of their ships left our territory and are headed to NGC 7089, probably to come home and play defense because they see what we're doing. So these Reaper these ships that we've stolen can become escorts for the Nars, for our invasion fleet, since we... Or we could just merge these two ships together. Yeah, let's just merge these two fleets together. Okay, defense fleet established. Never mind, we don't need to build a bunch more ships. And the Nars will maintain their classical role, just ferrying troops over to ground battles. Although ground battles are going to be easier if we get a little bit of siege on with the Drakars now, because of the A2S modules. These things just rain death on enemy planets. I have to say, though, I'm pretty pleased with the way that boarding party thing turned out. I think this is a strategy that he's going to have a hard time countering. Especially since really dangerous fleets, we can just turn the big guns on them. So I really can't declare war on him, really. Like, I'm misunderstanding some things about the diplomatic system. Because, like, I would forego the tribute. I don't need tribute, but I do need murder. I have strong feelings about murder. Well, I guess, for the moment, we can kill the Spoils of War Act, which will dramatically increase our influence, which will make it so we can get to the point where we can defy the treaty more quickly. Alright, so let's get... we could make a trade clearing bureau. We're ecstatic right now, but that may not be the case forever. It might be worth building the Wellbeing Foundation. You know, we're still nowhere near manpower cap. Let's continue working on that. Actually, let's make predictive logistics first, because that's a lot of industry here. What does Esh need? Well, first of all, it needs to specialize. And then... food, really, is what we need, is food. We don't have any options for food. You know what? I'll make more decisions about you later. I put in a thing for you to do for one turn. That should be enough. So we can make the Trade Clearing Bureau here and have this be like the site of our second trade company headquarters when we get access to that. That's not terrible. We don't really need more strategic mining here because, obviously, we have all the Hyperion we could ever want. This is a thing that's worth building. Oh wait, are we all specialized here? We are not. We probably don't actually need to push industry much harder. We could always use more science. Speaking of more science... Ugh. We do at least have an anomaly here. But yeah, these are all kind of bad options. This is just not a great system. We took it over for its strategic resources, not because we like the planets. Alright, let's do another turn or two here before I have to go. Oh, actually. Alcyon should probably be building things. Influence. That's what it should be building. Okay, yellow has taken Oyera. I mean, I'm not actually that concerned about... Sorry, not yellow. This is the Riftborn. I'm fine with the Riftborn having a planet in the middle of all of our stuff, especially since it will probably fall to Pacific conversion eventually. If it was the UE, I would have more problem with it. Oh, hey, the pirates got killed by somebody, not me. Well, whatever, as long as they're dead. Hellraiser torpedoes, a little bit outdated, I think, but... Okay, so... we can search a curiosity on Auriga with a fleet including a ship of level 2, which is no problem at all to do. And it will give us a defensive structure. Or we can feed it 20 Hyperium and get the geological vault, which is definitely what we should do. Defensive structure is not really what we're into. Okay, that scout ship is actually right next to Auriga right now. Well, that's easy enough. Alright, that's fine by me. Somebody else completed it, probably the Cravers, which is a shame. Alright, trade company will be up and running in 1 turn. Let's see, Aerie needs something to do? Probably. Yep, Aerie's happy. So let's make that, and then we'll get them to ecstatic later. Oh, this is Harrow, not Auriga. Sorry, Auriga is this one. We have too many special planets, man. I can't keep them straight. Okay, so we're rapidly moving toward being able to declare war.
You dare contact the Hive?
Nobody in the Empire, or nobody in the galaxy will like the fact that we are violating a truce, but also, the longer it takes for us to violate this truce, the more adapted to our ships he's going to be. He's got his stupid logistics fleets running through and I can't eat them anymore. I was somewhat reliant on those. That was a big part of my economy. You know what? We're going to be taking a couple of turns here before we can do anything anyway. We may as well just run home and, first of all, be able to retrofit if we want, and secondly, heal. We're coming for you, but it's going to take a minute. Alright, so we do have to make some decisions on Esh. I guess predictive logistics it's just good to have everywhere. But we got to research some food tech for them. Alright, we're working on this. Hey, how about this thing? How about this? This is how we'll get food. So, we can put titanium in the system development again. I think that shouldn't be a problem. We could also use adamantium or antimatter. You know, an antimatter boost isn't a bad idea. Plus science per citizen. Oof, that's a lot. What's our income per turn on that? 10? That's a lot, but it's very good. I might even just do titanium again. The thing about food is that percentage food boosts are almost never what you want. I mean, I guess we could ship population around, and probably should be shipping population around. Maybe never mind. Maybe the thing I'm saying is nonsense. Ooh, protospores. That would be cool. Or maybe we should take Eden incense into our production per turn on this is only 2. 75. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we should just do titanium again. I know we burn titanium really quickly, but we also produce it really quickly, and it's a very good boost. Raw food is strong. Red Sang would be cool, but we're not making any. Three industry per population is actually only more than 40 industry in a couple of our systems, isn't it? Yeah, you know what? We're 94. Man. It's only like 5 turns of production, I guess. It's a lot. Yeah, alright. So we need to do some system upgrades in some places. So we should prioritize places with high population or places with very high pop or very low pop, basically. Because the food can help very low pop systems. We probably don't want to bother doing it here. We're only content. Yeah, I don't really even know what I want to do here. You know what? This is what I want to do here. I want to produce more strategics. I don't expect to hold on to that system in the long term, but it can at least produce lots of stuff for us while we're waiting. So where else? Rassam is a place where we could do this. We need to wait until next turn to queue it up, though. Yeah, that's a fair amount of dust in science. It's kind of not... It's not a very specialized system upgrade, and maybe it's a mistake to make them as general as I have made them there. Alright, let's do this thing real quick. Oh yeah, we have all kinds of quest curiosities. I forgot. Hey, you guys. Come over here and help me out. Still absolutely not. Okay, that has ended. It is a shame. I kind of want to increase scientist political ideology. I guess increasing religious doesn't really do anything. Minus 15 industry is a bummer. We could absorb this loss, though. Now, I think we want the industry more than we want the approval. Yeah, our approval is such that that's not even a big deal. Okay, I guess we still don't have total vision. Like, we can, while we're waiting for the rest of the ships to get here so that I can search stuff safely, we can fire off a couple of probes. We don't have total vision of the area around this. Alright, so you're just waiting. Do I want to just give Gistrad a bunch of food and... Nah. No. Boy, what do I want to do here, though? This place is just a mess. Let's get some approval. The population is actually being born relatively quickly. I'm not that worried about it. Okay, so Staterus. Staterus is not a bad place for this. We really need to get lava world colonization going, actually. I need a bunch of world colonization techs. Okay, we've moved up to another tier. I guess approval is not really, or disapproval is not really my main concern anymore. What are things like on Rassam? Actually, never mind. We are kind of annoyed about overpopulation, aren't we? Yeah, not hugely so. But at only minus 20% disapproval from that, we're way better off just taking 10 raw approval. Yeah, and it doesn't matter. We don't have to spend our skill points in this tier to unlock the next tier. It's just we have to get to having used 8 skill points. So yeah, we'll just take 10 raw approval. That's, I think, the way to go there. Plus 2 research. Yep, this one. Minus 10% system development cost, or luxury development cost. Oh no, it's luxury cost. This probably still reduces the cost of our system developments, even though we aren't spending luxuries, because it's probably just outdated text, right? But I think we want resource generation. We are using those resources for our ships and stuff too, so. This fleet's not actually here to play defense yet, so we'll scout. We'll scout the stuff next turn. Yeah. Influence. Influence good. Our dust is actually getting really, really great. Right, we don't have the source of antimatter here, so strategic mining is not really what we're looking for. Man, these approval boosts are very small. I guess work on this. We have got to get colonization techs going. I think I want to finish off gamma absorption first? Maybe. No, you know what? These had significant bonuses attached to them. We don't need this right now. Let's get our colonization techs. So we need lava. Move that to the front of the queue. We also need ice and Arctic. Yeah, okay. That system development level can wait a little bit, I think. And on Zubin... Are we happy? We are unhappy. We are the opposite of happy. That's not good. Well... Neither... Our population here is not huge, so neither of these population-based boosts seem super good. Actually, Interplanetary Transport Network is okay and pretty cheap to produce, because we have enough population on Zubin 1 now. Oh, we should launch the 2 Slayers from this fleet and merge them into this one. I don't even know what upgrades are available, but yeah, get them. Oh, it's the Carve. That Carve was out of date. Okay. Alright, well, I think that's probably where we ought to call it for today. I think things are going alright. We're trucking toward a victory now. I think we may end up just going to the science victory, but we'll use the corpse of the Cravers as a springboard. We have stood upon the shoulders of giants. It's the only way we're going to accomplish anything, and we're going to have to kill all those giants and stack them up real nice for that to work. So that's the plan. Thank you guys so much for watching. Come back next time. We're doing that thing with the corpses, like I said. And we'll see you then.